What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Wallet Monkey channel, where we give you all the credit intel you need to grow your wallet. Today, we continue the business credit building series, playlist, whatever you want to call it, and we dive into and cover the other 9 credit bureaus, credit gathering agencies, I guess you could call them, that are gathering data on your business, okay? So we're going to start with the biggest ones and then kind of work our way down. I do have to note from the start that there are some that I really have little information on. And that's because a lot of them don't really have front-facing sites or pages on their site, or it was hard to find for the general public. And it's more so that they are like a background third-party aggregator that is a little bit harder to find information on. Okay, so we're going to start with the SBFE. This is by far the largest, like next to the top 3 that I shared with you. This is the other big company, okay? And it is the Small Business Financial Exchange. Now, this is an odd one because this is a nonprofit association serving small business lenders, including banks, credit unions, credit card issuers, and other lenders that offer loans and extend credit to small businesses, right? The members provide your small business's payment data to the SBFE, which then licenses the data to authorized SBFE certified vendors, which include Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, Experian, LexisNexis, Risk Solutions, etc. So it's very weird. It's like a give and take. They give the data, then get it back. So most of the players are using this, right? For example, 9 out of 10 commercial lenders contribute data, and 10 out of 10 of the largest US business card issuers contribute data. So they are like the big dog. So this is one of those things that, like, if you're getting denied, maybe it's something on your SBFE data, okay? And I'll release more information as later down the road, but for now, we're just gonna go through this because it's gonna take me long enough to go through it, right? And so they collect business identification information like your business's name, address, DUNS number, NAICS code, which is really important. We've talked about that in terms of you have to register your company, your LLC, your corporation, etc., in the proper fashion so that you can get your EIN, positive payment information, bills you pay on time or early to lenders, suppliers, vendors, and business partners, plus your credit limits on those accounts, negative payment information, so bills you pay late to lenders, suppliers, vendors, and business partners, plus your credit limit on those accounts, credit card payment history, and payment information on your business's lease payments. Okay, so quite a bit. So again, if you're not getting approved, it's probably something on this, because this seems like this is the big data aggregator that's being pinged back and forth between the lenders themselves, the banks, and I guess this organization, right, or this nonprofit. So kind of strange, but that's what it is. The next largest one I'd say to keep an eye on is CreditSafe. And understand everything that I list out underneath this, I really have no clue like where it fits. And then the last one you'll see is like I put at the bottom because it's one of the smallest ones, and it's also tailored to a specific niche. So anyways, outside of CreditSafe, I really don't know how to rank the rest of these. Okay, so I'm just telling you. All right, so CreditSafe is a business credit reporting agency offering a business credit report for US businesses and UK businesses. So it's an international credit reporting agency, I guess you could call it. So the CreditSafe risk rating ranges from 1 to 100. So this actually gives you a score, where a score of 71 to 100 represents very low risk. The CreditSafe score predicts the likelihood that a company will become severely delinquent in their payment habits. In addition, the business credit reports include average days beyond terms, a recommended credit limit, payment trends, inquiry trends, average business spend, and any tax liens or judgments filed in the last 6 years, 9 months, plus any bankruptcies filed in the last 9 years, 9 months. Pretty key point there, right? So that again has to do with the UK as well, okay? So the next one is Ansonia or Ansonia. It's ANSONIA, and that is a credit report. It includes basic information on the company along with data on their payment experiences. They offer 2 scores, the credit rating and the credit risk score, okay? So the credit rating offers businesses average purchases per month and approximate days to pay. The credit risk score range is from 0 to 100, with a score range of 70 to 95, reflecting a lower risk borrower. Next is Cortera. So Cortera started out about 25 years ago, just reporting commercial data for the transportation industry. And since then, they've expanded and grown, and they serve a wide variety of businesses. I couldn't get a list of the industries. So included in their credit reports are 5 business scores and indexes, which offer insights into a business purchase behavior, payment history, as well as general business events. Next, we have PayNet. So PayNet, the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because Credit Strong reports to PayNet. And so anyway, kind of, again, these are getting kind of small. So PayNet, for example, is an agency, a credit reporting agency with a database containing over 22 million contracts with small business loans, leases, and lines of credit. Well, to give you an example, Dun & Bradstreet has payment details on 230 million businesses. So 22 million, 230, you're starting to get an idea of where these rank, right? Okay, so the PayNet business credit history reports include PayNet Master Score, which predicts a borrower's risk based on 135 key variables that impact a business's repayment performance. The PayNet Master Score ranges from 450 to 800, where the lower score, higher the risk a borrower is deemed to be. So the lower the score, the higher the risk. The higher the score, the lower the risk. Also, too, you cannot purchase a PayNet business credit report. You have to call them and request a copy, okay? So Credit.net is next. So this operates in the US and Canada. So to give you an idea of how much credit data they've got approximately 15.5 million businesses on record in their database. And Credit.net business credit reports encompass financial, reputation, and public record information on each business in their database. All the business data is used to generate a business credit score, which ranges from 1 to 100. The higher business credit score, the better. So it's literally branded as just a Credit.net business credit score, even though it's pretty similar to most 1 to 100 ranking systems that we're seeing in the business space. If a business credit report displays a business credit score of less than 70, then Credit.net does not have enough data to calculate a business credit score for them. Credit.net will also include a recommended credit limit for the business. I thought that was pretty interesting. Next, we have TransCredit, which this is like super niched, by the way, and then I've got 2 more to share with you after this. So, I'll pull up links for those 2 as well. So TransCredit specializes in the trucking industry itself. That's it. So they cover the trucking industry, and they generate credit reports. The idea here is that the transportation and trucking industry has very high barriers to entry due to how costly it is to remain front and center. So most trucking companies rely on business credit to fund their operations, purchase fleets, and or factor in invoices, etc. So TransCredit offers credit reports that are specific to that industry's needs. They've got a TransCredit transportation credit score, mouthful, I know. It ranges between 0 and 100, where a score of 0 means that the company does not have enough information to generate a score. A low-risk borrower would have a score of 90 or above. And they also offer a credit report list of the overall days to pay, which is the average number of days it took the trucking company to pay their invoices over the last 6 months. Lastly, the other 2 that I want to mention is this one right here, which is the National Association of Credit Management. Again, these names, man. And so what they offer is everything you see here, from a business credit report, business owner report, summary reports. And this is just a comprehensive business credit report that can provide detailed information, on the business itself, right? So this doesn't have a scoring or ranking system from what I can tell. And then lastly, this should look real familiar, is we've got LexisNexis Risk Solutions, which in the beginning, if you're paying attention, shares data and information with the SBFE. Okay, so here are some benefits / data that LexisNexis collects. So first off, it simplifies cross-referencing millions of businesses, commercial and consumer data records. It provides the most accurate view of the business or entity under review by avoiding underlinking or overlinking information. Indicates when a company's status changes to inactive or defunct. Vast data linkage yields more insight into business's details, blah, blah, blah. Improves due diligence, meets various compliance standards, and accelerates internal processes. So essentially, the big ones, if you were paying attention, would be the SBFE, CreditSafe, and then I would say LexisNexis. And then if you want to talk about like specifics and getting into, trucking industry niches, then you could. But I think those are really the big ones to pay attention to, and everything else would essentially fall in line underneath that. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've got a comment below. You got experience with this, of course, comment. You just want to help us with the algorithms. Again, thank you so much. Hit the like button. That means so much for these videos, and we want to get this series in front of as many people as we can. So you helping out with these simple things means the world to us. And if you're brand new here and still haven't subscribed, take a second, hit the red button, bell notification, turn it to all so that you don't miss out on future uploads.